Hey y'all, this is Kylie from Wild Lemon Fitness. Thanks so much for joining us in our online studio. Let's work out.
Hi, loves. Welcome to Wild Lemon's online platform. This is going to be a restorative flow yoga class. So we're going to get into a couple of postures, and I will guide you through each of them. They're going to be fully supported. So this practice is so good for our minds as well as our bodies, and it's just in these days, we really need to take a second and relax and hold space for ourselves. So that's what we're going to do today. So we're going to use some props in this class. So we've got bolsters here, but if you're at home, you can definitely use pillows or couch cushions, preferably something a little bit longer. So a couch cushion would be wonderful for this. And books, if you need blocks, blankets, just make this extra comfy at home. So I'm glad you're here. Let's begin. So we're going to start in a seated posture. We're going to take our palms to our knees and just gently rest those eyes shut if they're not already, if it feels safe in your body to do so. And then just become aware of your breath. So not really looking to change anything here, but more so just noticing the natural rhythm of your breath. Notice your heart rate. Notice the quality of your mind, your thoughts. Can you start to become aware of your thoughts? Almost as if they are clouds passing by in the sky of your mind. And relax those shoulders. Notice where your body makes contact with the earth. Finding your foundation here. Feeling as though nothing could shake you. Moving from our external stimulus, fast-paced world. Just turning our perspective inward, checking in with ourselves. And start to lengthen those inhales. Deepening the breath, filling the lungs with air, the chest wall expands. And exhale through the mouth, sigh it out, just let something go here. Beautiful. Another one like that. In through the nose, expanding. Crown of the head lifts toward the ceiling. Exhale, breathing that good breath into the earth, letting it be recycled. Beautiful. And just take a moment here, take as much time as you need to breathe and find this spaciousness of your mind. If a thought comes in, just notice it. And then bring the awareness back to that beautiful breath. Wonderful. And when you're ready, gently flutter those eyes open on the next inhale. Sitting up nice and tall, roll those shoulders up and back and down the spine. Yes, just like that. Inhaling again. Exhaling down the spine. Inhale, roll them up and shrug here. Exhale down and back. Beautiful. We're going to reverse that, taking it in the opposite direction, up toward the ears and forward and down. Again, just moving with your breath here. You know where we're going. Beautiful. And one last bit of movement before we move into our restorative postures. We're just going to take our rib cage in some circles. So we're going to go in a counterclockwise direction first. So taking it around to the front. Yes, beautiful. And over toward the left and back and toward the right. Maybe you make wide circles with that upper body, just finding the width that works for you. Maybe your body's asking for smaller circles today. And again, just moving with your breath here. Beautiful. And then we're going to take that rib cage in the opposite direction. So taking it over to the right side and back, to the left and around toward the front. Just moving with your breath again here. Maybe those shoulders are involved. Finding that range of motion that feels good in your body. Beautiful. And then we'll take it up into stillness. Taking a moment here, and we're going to move into our first restorative yoga posture, which is a favorite. It is supported fish pose. So we're going to be using our bolster or couch cushion / pillow, and we're just going to bring it up toward the back of the mat. So we're going to keep it parallel with the mat as you see here. And then as Manda's done, we're going to bring our sits bones up toward the bottom of the bolster. And our legs are going to come out long. So you can take up space here, allow those heels to be wide. They can come toward the edge of the mat or off the mat. And then we're going to take our hands behind us. We're going to take a big breath in through the nose, elongate here. Exhale, and we're going to gently walk those hands back, resting the middle of the spine and the upper spine and the back of the head down onto the bolster. Adjusting the sits bones here, making any adjustments as needed for maximum comfort. And those arms can be palms faced up, down by the sides. You can rest your one palm over your heart, one palm over your belly if that feels nice. And I want you to bring some awareness to your face. Notice if there's any tension between the brow. See if you can soften. Notice those cheek muscles, all the muscles surrounding the mouth. And maybe you create a slight separation between the lips, helping you to relax the jaw. And maybe you do a gentle body scan here, starting at the top of the head and working your way down and just breathing into any spaces that feel like they're holding on to tension. And again, just follow your breath in and out as if you have all day to take one breath. This one breath. Beautiful. And it is safe to remain in this posture. Anywhere from 6 to 10 minutes is my recommendation. You can hold it for longer if that suits you. Welcome back. So we're going to gently make our way out of this posture. We're just going to bring some small movements into the body. Yes, just moving in a way that feels right in your body. Taking a big breath in, expanding the rib cage and the lungs. Maybe those arms come up overhead. Beautiful, beautiful. And maybe you drop those knees out wide and bring the soles of the feet together, coming into a butterfly pose. So here, yes, beautiful. Yes, so we want to make sure there's not too much pressure on the hips here. So we're just going to remain here for a couple breaths as a transition pose. Beautiful. Just noticing how the hips feel here. We hold a lot of tension in our hips. Just allow gravity to do the work on the body for this short time. Finding your breath once again. Noticing if your heart rate has slowed down at this time. Beautiful. And when you're ready, we're going to bring those knees into touch using the help of the hands. Beautiful. Yes. And then we're going to drop those knees over toward the right side of the mat. Yes, wonderful. And we're actually going to take that left shoulder and we're going to curl inward. So we're going to turn onto our right side body. Yes. And we're going to use our elbows and forearms to help us rearrange here. So we're going to come down onto that bolster. So we're actually going to take the right arm to the other side of the bolster. Yes. Beautiful. And then framing the bolster or the couch pillow, the couch cushion, we're going to take an inhale and elongate here. Exhale takes us down to the bolster. That right side body makes contact with the bolster, resting the right cheek down. Beautiful. And those arms can be heavy, relaxing the shoulders. Sometimes in this shape, it's nice to bring those elbows a little bit wider so that we can release any tension in the shoulders. Awesome. And just melting those eyes shut if they're not already. If you need to make any adjustments here, maybe you want to shift the knees around a bit. And in this shape, it's really nice to have a blanket in between the knees for extra support. Yes. And at any point in these shapes, you can take a couple breaths in one form of the pose and then make your way into a different variation if that's serving you. And just allow your body to get heavy. Every exhale, just dissolving any stress from your mind, from your thoughts. Tracing the breath in and out. Give you a few minutes here if you want to go ahead and pause the video and take 5 to 8 minutes in this shape. Hello again. We're going to go ahead and deepen that breath here, that next inhale, expanding the chest wall. Exhale and melt the body. Beautiful. Bringing small movements into the fingers and the toes. Maybe that top leg comes out long, straightening out the knee. And just moving in a way that feels right. Eventually making your way back in that supported fish shape with the knees pointing toward the sky. Beautiful. Yes. So we're going to do a little spinal rotation, take the hips back to the bolster. Yes. And just taking a moment in this transition pose, maybe those arms splay out. And this time I want you to bring your palms face down against the earth. So you're really grounding here. Feeling connected with yourself and feeling the body so connected with the earth. Noticing the spaciousness around your body and the space outside of that space and beyond this room. Just putting things into perspective. And then when you're ready, we're going to take those knees over to the left, shifting the hips, coming down onto that left hip. We're going to roll the right side body over toward the left, bringing that left arm to the opposite side of the bolster, and just realign here. Maybe you need to take that hip up toward the bolster. Take a big breath in here. Exhale and gently soften, bringing belly, side body, and left cheek down onto the bolster. Again, making any adjustments with the hips and the knees here. If it feels good to bring those elbows to the outsides of the mats, releasing the shoulders, and then just breathe into this shape. I am worthy of quality, deep, restorative rest. Remaining in this present moment, know where to be. And if you want to go ahead and pause the video here, it's safe to hold this shape for 5 to 8 minutes. And we're going to deepen that breath. Allow the chest wall to rise, the back body to rise, and then exhaling, letting it all go. Wonderful. Bringing those small movements back in. Maybe you bring that right leg out long. And at your own time, gently finding your way back up to seated. And we're going to come back into our cross-legged seated posture that we started out in. We're going to place both hands rested over the heart. So one rested over top of the other. Take a big breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Gently resting those eyes shut. And then I want you to just call a little bit of gratitude in here. So something that you can feel a little bit extra grateful for in this moment. Maybe it's your breath. Maybe it's being in the comfort of your home. Giving yourself so much credit for taking the time out of your day for restfulness. And when you're ready, dropping those hands down to the knees, gently opening those eyes. Thank you so much for joining us in our restorative flow. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you back here soon.